I think some interesting things to note are that we're actually heading into draft already. Okay, whoops. Never mind. I will leave my point be. Yeah, so we're heading into draft now, and yeah, this is the overlay. You can see it on right there. We see Thresh banned against Grilius. That is his most notorious pick. It's what he's the best on, I'd say. Countered by Garen ban. I think Kaoya actually plays with Garen, but so does Skin Master. So a bit of a double ban there.
Yeah, that's Kaoya's most played champion, so it looks like a target ban to me in the top lane.
Skin Master did play Garen a bunch of times. That's actually that's a LeBlanc ban. That's because Gargalon Inc. Zed. He really loved playing Static Shiv LeBlanc, and even if it's not meta anymore, he might just YOLO it and pick it. So yeah, that's also banned.
I see. Yeah, it's definitely a lot weaker. You have to take Minion Dematerializer now in the runes, otherwise you can't clear the waves with the Shiv.
Yeah. That's a Kayn ban. I think Kayn is banned against Boris a lot, and a Nico ban, and then Boris respond with Sion. Sion makes sense. Skin Master is I think he's low diamond, but he's a Sion one trick. And first pick is Maokai. Maokai, very strong champion. On the easier side, you have a tank who can do damage, who can do objectives, who can secure them. So you got everything. I think Maokai gets picked a lot in this cup.
Yeah,
Either Maokai or Jarvan.
The big thing I'm seeing for Boris is that the McDonald's Freedom Fighters mid laner doesn't seem to play any Sylas. Sylas, a great counter into the Maokai, giving you the same ultimate but better, so...
Oh, he does play Sylas.
Oh, he does?
Speaking from experience.
Oh, he does?
He does play Sylas. It's going to be...
we're going to have to
see if they pick it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Jarvan and a Alistar, actually. Jarvan, another champion, very popular right now. And I know Kawaii Waifu has played it before. He used to be the top laner, but they got swapped with Skin Master. Maybe to put Skin Master in his native lane. Alistar's interesting, though.
Yeah, blind Alistar can be really weak in lane, and I think you can leverage this drafting something that can give you bot prior here for Boris. Like the Bard.
That's why, yeah. Yeah, so Bard, annoying champion to deal with, and can roam mid. And Aphelios, very standard ADC. I would have gone for Morgana, because I think Morgana into Alistar is really funny.
Yeah, I mean, Alistar wants to be playing into other melee supports where he can actually contest shove on the wave, and he wants to deny engage, but against double range champ, he has to try and go in, and if it doesn't work, it's just kind of doomed for him. He's just going to get poked out for the entire game.
Yep. And that will probably be the Kai'Sa. Yeah, I know Fallen Lava Me. I don't know what their Discord name is. Fallen Lava Me plays a lot of Kai'Sa, I think, in this cup. So, yeah, kind of makes sense. I don't know how well Kai'Sa goes with... I mean, Alistar has the, CC, obviously. So just, if Alistar can go in, Kai'Sa can join from far away.
Yeah, the duo is pretty good. Everything that the Freedom Fighters are showing right now is saying, we want to dive on your face. So we'll see if Boris can pick up any disengage tools. Poppy, really strong at the moment. Very good into all of the champions shown. W completely blocks everything they want to do. So
we see quite a few top lane bans, actually. Skin Master has basically played Garen, Mundo, and Sion in most of his games. So those three are all banned now. They're obviously saving last pick for either mid or top. That just makes sense. I think it might be top lane, but knowing Zed, knowing Gargalon Inc., he might just want the counter pick himself. And if they don't ban the Sylas here, it might just be the Sylas. No, Tristana banned. Tristana mid, super annoying right now. Having experience with that one, and it's very not fun. So yeah, Sylas still left open.
Yeah, Sylas looking reasonable. It's really good into the Maokai. Not particularly good if you steal the Aphelios or the Bard ult, but the Maokai is a big...
You can do it with Bard ult, and there is the Sylas. Yep, Sylas locked in. I kind of had an inkling of a thought that would be the Sylas, since Zed does play it. I've seen him play it a lot. So, yeah, gonna definitely be interesting to see what he does. It has been banned against him before, I think.
Yeah, it's interesting. A lot of the time when you pick Maokai on B1, you ban Sylas to cover the pick, but it's left open here.
So you've casted a different tournament before, right?
Yeah, I'm casting Cobalt Wins League at the moment. Another EU tournament.
What's the average elo for that one?
Probably like D1.
Oh wow, yeah. This is a little lower. This started as a low elo tournament. It's a bit more like plat gold now, but yeah. There's some diamond players in this game.
Yeah.
Ooh, Cassiopeia.
Okay, Cassiopeia is really good here.
Yeah, so
the
nice
grounding effect is good into every single champion that Freedom Fighters are showing. You don't want to be running into Cassiopeia, but all of them want to run in, so
it's a
really nice pick.
Tanky looking team. Oh, and they locked in K'Sante already. That's a very tanky team. K'Sante, not really a tank, but he's also kind of a bruiser. He's kind of Irelia, but also not Irelia. He's I'm be interested to see what the Skin Master picks now. That's an Urgot hover. And he locks it in, so that'll be Urgot. Okay.
Urgot is something that people have been playing with into K'Sante. The logic behind it is that you ult him, and when he ults, he sets his HP low, right? So as Urgot, you can reactivate the ult because he's low HP. It's kind of like why we see some Garen into K'Sante as well.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I've not seen many Urgot players recently, but yeah, I mean this is different than like solo queue normals. So yeah, I don't know. Who would you say has the upper hand in draft?
Well, with Boris looking for some revenge, I'm favoring them here. They have great disengage tools, champions that want you to approach them. They have Aphelios and Cassio, champs that are countered by long range, but when your entire draft needs to run at them, these carries are, well, they're happy. Now, the important thing for Boris with this draft is that it's hard for them to engage on Freedom Fighters, but they want Freedom Fighters to engage on them. So the key is to push in waves and set up on objectives before Freedom Fighters can get there and force them to come to you.
Yeah, and that's something Maokai could definitely do, because you just ult, and well, as a jungler, good luck trying to get to the objective,
Yeah, definitely.
McDonald's Freedom Fighters actually choosing blue side here, so maybe we'll see some sort of draft adaptation.
Well, I hope so. I hope we do see some adaptations in draft. I think if Boris is gonna go for the same sort of thing, a comp that's inviting you to go in, I think you want to be drafting champions with higher range. Maybe you could see a Victor or an Annie, Syndra. In the bot lane, we can get Jinx, Varus, these sort of champions.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just curious why they select blue side, because for drafting, red side's usually better because you have the counter pick. So maybe there's something that they really want to pick first.
It depends. Maybe blue side is easier to draft from. Red side's better if you're good at drafting.
Yeah, I think my team always prefers red side, just purely for the counter pick on the last pick. As we see, instantly Garen gets banned. Yeah, same ban as last game. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of ban changes this one.
No, we'll see if there is. I don't think the bans were too much of an issue. I think it was more of a selection of champion issue. There were definitely champions available that the players do play that could have been picked that would have given them a much stronger chance.
I have been pinged. Let me check this out.
Well, the Maokai is actually taken away from Freedom Fighters. So we're not going to see Maokai in this game.
Yeah, Maokai was banned, and they're just instantly slamming the Kayn. So yeah, the same bans overall, but now Kayn was let open, and they're just instantly slamming Kayn themselves. I think the only number 12 is the person they usually ban Kayn for, but they're picking it themselves. So could this be a pick whatever, let's lose in peace? Who knows? That's Kindred hover. Kindred, very annoying jungler to deal with. And something that the only number 12 has also played, I think. That's something.
Yeah, I think into the Kayn, the one thing you don't want to be doing is picking some sort of passive jungler like the Maokai, like the Sejuani. Interesting that they banned that, actually, but the Kayn can just run around, take over, take your camps, permanently invade. You can pick it early and then use the later picks to try and counter-pick lanes to get prio for him.
Yeah, that is a Kindred, though, and Jinx, a meta AD carry. No Aphelios pick this time. Jinx, they might be looking for that Lulu. Would be their third pick, I would assume. Something like an enchanter.
Yeah, Lulu on 3 makes sense. Milio too.
Yeah, Milio, decent champion right now. It's gonna be interesting to see what MFF pick here. Will they just instantly slam top lane? Yeah, looks like they will. That's a Mundo. Mundo Kayn, they're just sending it, yeah. Full comfort. And that's Ashe. Ashe also strong champion right now.
Oh. Ashe into the Jinx as well. Really nice to have. Into this Jinx and the Kindred, you're going to need a way to get on top of them. It's kind of the opposite of what you needed last game. Last game, you needed ability to hit them from outside their range. This time, against these high range champs, you're going to need ways to get on top of them.
Yeah. Some more. Oh, we actually see a Gwen pick. Gwen into Mundo could be very painful for Gwen early, but I think overall late game, Gwen just absolutely shreds the hell out of him.
Yeah, it's a pretty free lane for the Gwen, and the later it goes, the better it's going to get for her.
Yeah, that's a Syndra ban. Pretty interesting. Wonder what else will be banned this game.
One thing we could see is that
Milio.
a bag of garbage has some Taric in their match history, and Kindred Taric is very potent. You drop the Kindred ult, everyone starts fighting inside the Kindred ult, trying to get each other low as for when it ends, but the Taric pops his ultimate, and then suddenly the Kindred ult ends, their team can die, and yours can't.
Yeah, that's a combo that you do need to practice a little bit. Because I remember our team tried it and it didn't work out. But yeah, you need to time the Taric ult correctly. But if you can pull it off, that's pretty good. They might just go for the Bard again. It is still open. Or just the Lulu. You know, Lulu is currently not banned. Never mind, she is banned. There you go. Now they'll have to pick some other enchanter. I mean, into Kayn, you could maybe go Janna. I don't know how that would work in lane, though.
I think Milio was definitely the best pick into them, but it's gone now. It would have helped cleanse the Ash Arrow.
If you Kindred ult and then then you Janna ult everyone out of it.
Yeah, you can do that. You can also do that with Gragas or Azir. It's something we see
Orianna.
quite a lot. And Orianna can just sit with the ball on top of the Kindred ult as well.
Yeah. Not sure it covers the entire thing, but basically a large chunk of it.
Yeah, it's most of it.
Orianna, not a super popular champion in the Sunday Cup. We do see it sometimes. It's kind of like the default mid laner, you know? Or at least, it used to be, at least. And that's a Vladimir. I don't think it's locked in yet. But Vladimir, I mean, heavy scaling.
Yeah, he's going to get smashed by Orianna in mid lane. A really hard matchup for the Vlad.
Will they lock it in? Oh, it's already locked in. Never mind. And that's a Rel. Rel also just instantly locked in. MFF are locking in their... yeah, I mean... The Rel engage is going to get followed up by... Vladimir ult. That's all I can really see here. Looks like that'll just be a Bard again. No
I
enchanter.
think there are better options than Bard here. You're talking about the Janna. The Janna would have been really nice. Oh, Braum. Braum is really good. Yeah.
Yeah. Shield can block a lot. Especially, you know, Ashe autos, Ashe ult. And...
Yeah, Braum really good into the Rel. If Rel ever tries to go in lane, he can just die. And the draft, once again, favouring Boris. I think the red side draft is really cohesive. Everything makes sense. Everything works well together. Whereas the metaphor you used as playing like it's solo queue, I mean, the draft looks like solo queue on blue side.
Yeah, like I think I said this before. MFF kind of do play like it's solo queue in a lot of cases. And I mean, if they can like get a sort of chaotic game, but like the way Boris are playing, they're playing pretty well as a team, even with their like newer players plugged into the team now.
Yeah. I think my least favorite part of this blue side draft is that you have a scaling mid with a full clearing jungler, and that's just going to give you absolutely negative pressure on the map. Like, it's like a vacuum in mid. There's just nothing there. Meanwhile, Orianna and Kindred, like Ori's going to be permanently pushing this Vlad in. The Kindred can run in to get those marks in the enemy jungle. Ori can follow her. I think it's going to be really hard for the McDonald's Freedom Fighters this game.